More talk, more fun, more laughs. The Lori Moore Show is underwritten by the Kalamazoo Community Foundation. Love where you live. It's time for the Lori Moore Show. Here is your host, Lori Moore.
And we're kicking things off today talking about a big party. And it's for a very important reason, too. It's the 25th anniversary of the Americans with Disabilities Act. The president and CEO of Disability Network Southwest Michigan, Joel Cooper, is here, along with board chair Ron Lambe. Welcome, fellas.
Thank you. So happy to be here.
Yeah. Oh, I'm glad you're here. Was this a hard-fought battle to get these rights?
This took many, many years. Everyone knows how many decades the civil rights movement covered over the course of time to get the rights that became law with that. At the same time, shadowing all of that on an equal plane in a different direction, disabilities advocates for years were out doing everything that the civil rights people were doing. And it finally all came together in 1990, July 26th, when President George H.W. Bush signed the legislation.
All right. You know, 25 years in a way is a long time, but in a way it's not. I mean, like you said, it was a long-fought battle for some of these things.
You know, Disability Network, Southwest Michigan, is in its 34th year. And so our activities around advocacy as part of the disability rights movement started as a grassroots movement right here in Kalamazoo in 1981. And certainly our advocates at that time, along with many of the advocates across the country of other centers for independent living, we are one of 350 across the country, and here in Michigan there are 15 centers for independent living. We actually are operating 2 centers for independent living, headquartered here in Kalamazoo, as well as then offices, staff office in Battle Creek, and another main office in the city of St. Joseph's.
What kind of services do you provide at the Disability Network?
You know, one of the things that I like to explain to people about who we are is that we're the first place for people with disabilities and their families to really get in contact. One of the core services that we provide is information and referral services. In fact, this past year, our phones rang over 4,000 times, connecting people to community resources. Many of the things that are unique about us is that we provide peer support and support groups. We like to think that in our world of services, we have kind of the saying that's nothing about us without us. We have a very unique mandate, both in our relationship with both the federal government and our state government, where 51% of our employees and our board of directors are people with disabilities. And so that ownership of disability is very important as we reach out into our communities to really support people and to make a difference in their lives and improve the quality of life, as well as make our communities more inclusive, which is really what the ADA has done for the past 25 years.
Coming up on tomorrow's show, we're going to talk much more about the nuts and bolts of all of that and what happened with that. Yeah. But you guys are here to talk about the party.
The party.
Ron, tell us about the party.
From 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. We've got a program at noon. It's free lunch for all.
When is this going to be?
How do you beat that? That's this Friday.
Okay.
We're having right on the property at Disability Network, which is the intersection of Crosstown Parkway and Vine. So we'll have big tents there. We'll have a DJ, some music, nice lunch. And at noon, we've got some impressive speakers. Of course, we'll be there too, speaking.
Yeah, Ron and I will be speaking.
Less impressive people will be speaking.
Our keynote speaker for our program is Sharon Ellis. She is Michigan's ADA Compliance Director. And on behalf of the Governor's Office, she'll be here representing the state. And we'll share some visions about the ADA and maybe what does the next 25 years look like in work that needs to be done to ensure compliance around all the acts of the ADA.
She's got a big job, I would imagine.
Yeah, we're going to learn a little bit about how big that job is, and I think our relationship with Sharon and her being part of our community event. Many people have a chance to talk to her, and I think it'll be a great insight for our visitors and guests that will be coming to celebrate the ADA.
If we could just do a brief overview of the areas that it covers. We're going to talk more about this tomorrow, but it covers places of employment, public areas, media, all kinds of things.
Absolutely. You know, one of the things that I think has been most important about ADA is improvement of access for all citizens. If you think about physical access, you know, how important that is for every citizen to be able to get into a place of business with no steps or doors that can open automatically. These are all important things that have been improved over the past 25 years. You know, one of the things, Lori, that we want to be able to do is, in fact, we want business owners to join us in another event that'll happen as part of our ADA celebration on August 6th at the Radisson starting at 4:30. We're bringing in Susan Berry, an expert in regards to how to make your business grow and how to be inclusive for all of your business customers. And we're opening that up. We're working closely with the Chamber and Southwest Michigan First to engage our business owners in the business district of Kalamazoo to come and learn with Susan about how to grow your business and make it more accessible.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Good.
That's part of the party. Yeah.
Another party.
Yeah, another party, right.
Never too many parties, right?
Yeah.
You guys love it. So we're talking about the American with Disabilities Act, which passed 25, do we say passed, was written into law?
It was written into law.
It's a law.
1990, right.
It's a law. What are some of the punishments if you don't go along with it? Is there punishment or fines or how does it work?
It's a great question. I know tomorrow when Joanne and Michelle are with you, they're going to actually talk about different things related to compliance. I can tell you that our staff, we're very proud to have 2 certified ADA coordinators here working for Display Network of Southwest Michigan. That means that we have great expertise to share with our business partners as well as, of course, across any of the areas of compliance. You know, can fines be leveled? Absolutely. We work closely with the Civil Rights Commission and the Department of Justice when we think that non-compliance and our education piece is not resonating to come to a resolution on what is really an issue of non-compliance. We are not the ADA, you could say, compliance officers. Ours is about education, and I can tell you, Lori, that in most cases when non-compliance examples of the ADA, whether it's an employment-related example or even an accessibility example related to having no accessible parking spaces, the education piece seems to work well. I think people want to be welcoming to every member of the community.
Well, and that, in fact, is one of the reasons why we started now our annual celebration of the ADA as a community event to be able to engage a whole lot more people in the downtown area and make it as accessible for them as possible as well.
So everyone's invited Friday.
Everyone's.
Yes, we would love to get
downtown Kalamazoo.
Wouldn't it be wonderful, Lori, if we could have, say, 300 people?
Let's do it.
And maybe more, right?
All right.
Yeah, we got great sunshine on Friday, so please come out and be with us.
Guys, thanks so much
Thank you
for being
very much.
here. Our pick of the day. Fontana presents the Catalyst Quartet. 7:30 Thursday, July 23rd. It's at the Kalamazoo Nature Center, a beautiful venue. 382-7774. And we're getting back to nature with the Bank Street Market, too. Did you hear they may be expanding? They have big plans. We'll talk about that when we come back on The Lori Moore Show on your CW7.
You're watching The Lori Moore Show.